Hey there, my friend. You've probably been told that nuts are the perfect heart-healthy snack. A small bowl on the coffee table, a bag in the car, a spoonful of nut butter because it's better than sweets. But after 60, the way most Americans eat nuts can quietly work against you. What if that innocent handful is pushing your blood pressure up, adding stubborn weight, or causing problems no one warned you about? And what if one mistake, especially if you take certain medications, carries risks most seniors never hear explained clearly? Stay with me because this matters. Hi, I'm Dr. Ethan Grant, a nutrition specialist focused on senior health. I work with adults over 60 every day who are trying to eat well without accidentally harming their heart, joints, or overall balance. Today, we're talking about nuts, not to scare you and not to tell you to give them up, but to show you the 5 most common mistakes seniors make after 60 and how to fix them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to eat nuts in a way that truly supports your health instead of quietly undermining it. I want you to watch until the end because mistake number 5 is the one that surprises almost everyone. It has nothing to do with calories or fat. It's about safety, medications, and changes in the body that happen with age, and it's rarely explained in plain language. Understanding this one detail can help you avoid problems that many seniors only discover after something goes wrong. Here's why nuts become more complicated after 60. As we age, our bodies handle calories and fats differently. We lose muscle more easily, which means we burn fewer calories at rest. Our blood vessels become more sensitive to sodium, and digestion slows. Many adults are also taking medications for blood pressure, heart rhythm, or circulation, medications that change how the body responds to certain foods. Nuts are nutrient dense, which is good, but they're also calorie dense and often paired with salt or sugar in ways that don't serve an older body. That's why the same snack that seemed harmless at 40 can create quiet problems at 60 and beyond. Mistake number 1 is relying on the handful method. This is probably the most common way seniors eat nuts. You reach into a bowl, grab a small handful, and it feels reasonable. Later in the afternoon, maybe another handful. In the evening, a few more while watching television. None of these moments feel excessive. But here's the issue after 60. Nuts are extremely calorie dense, and those handfuls add up much faster than your body can burn them. A small ounce of nuts can contain 160 to 200 calories. When muscle mass declines with age, those calories don't get used efficiently. Over time, this can quietly raise triglycerides, worsen insulin resistance, and make weight gain feel mysterious. Many people tell me, I don't eat junk food, just nuts. And yet, their numbers keep creeping up. The fix is not complicated, but it does require intention. After 60, nuts work best when the portion is set once, not guessed repeatedly. A senior safe portion is about a small closed handful 1 time a day, or roughly 2 tablespoons if chopped or ground. Put it on a plate, not in a bag. When the portion is clear, the benefits stay. The takeaway is simple. Repeated handfuls are where healthy turns harmful. Mistake number 2 is choosing roasted, salted nuts as an everyday snack. Take a walk through any grocery store in the U.S. You'll see rows of roasted, salted almonds, cashews, peanuts, and mixed nuts. They're marketed as wholesome and heart-friendly. But after 60, sodium becomes a much bigger issue than most people realize. As blood vessels age, they become less flexible. Sodium causes the body to retain fluid, and older kidneys don't clear that fluid as efficiently. When salted nuts become a daily habit, blood pressure can rise quietly. Some seniors notice ankle swelling by evening. Others wake up with headaches or feel like their blood pressure medication isn't working the way it used to. The fix here is about choosing clean, not cutting everything out. Unsalted or lightly salted nuts are the better everyday option. If you love salted nuts, treat them like an occasional treat, not a daily staple. Read labels carefully because some lightly salted options still carry more sodium than you expect. The takeaway to remember is this: salt hides easily in foods we trust. Mistake number 3 is falling for trail mix and sweet-coated nuts. Trail mix sounds healthy. It has nuts, fruit, sometimes dark chocolate. It feels like something hikers and athletes eat. But for adults over 60, most trail mix is closer to dessert than a snack. Dried fruit concentrates sugar. Sweet coatings and chocolate add even more. When you combine fast sugar with dense fat, you get a powerful calorie load that spikes blood sugar and fuels inflammation. For seniors, this can mean stronger cravings, afternoon energy crashes, and more joint stiffness the next day. The fix is to separate what doesn't belong together. Nuts on their own can be a smart choice. Dried fruit on its own can be enjoyed in very small amounts, but mixing them regularly turns a healthy habit into a sugar trap. If you want crunch and flavor, add cinnamon or pear nuts with fresh berries instead. The takeaway is clear. Trail mix is not a neutral food after 60. Mistake number 4 is overusing nut butters like a healthy spread. Nut butters feel safe. Peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter. They're easy to spread, easy to swallow, and they taste comforting. But they are one of the fastest ways to overconsume nuts without realizing it. 1 tablespoon of nut butter can contain nearly 100 calories. Many people use 2 or 3 tablespoons without thinking. Some brands also add oils, sugar, or extra salt. After 60, this combination can quietly push daily fat and calorie intake far beyond what the body can handle, even if the rest of the diet looks healthy. The fix is to treat nut butter like a supplement, not a base layer. Use it sparingly, measure it, and choose versions with a single ingredient whenever possible. A thin layer is enough to get the benefit without the overload. The takeaway here is simple. Smooth doesn't mean mild. Now, before we move on, pause for a moment. If any of these sound familiar, you're not alone. But the final mistake is the one that truly surprises people, and it has nothing to do with calories. Mistake number 5 is ignoring teeth, swallowing, and medication context. This is the mistake almost no one talks about, yet it's one of the most important after 60. As we age, dental health changes. Teeth may be weaker, dentures may not fit perfectly, and swallowing can become less coordinated. Nuts, especially whole nuts, are one of the most common choking hazards for older adults. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's serious. There's also the medication piece. Many adults over 60 take blood thinners or medications that affect clotting and circulation. Nuts themselves aren't dangerous, but large amounts, especially when eaten inconsistently, can contribute to bruising issues or interact with overall dietary patterns your doctor is monitoring. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. I've seen patients who stopped eating nuts entirely because they had a scary choking moment when all they really needed was a safer form. I've also seen people continue eating large amounts without realizing their body had changed. The fix is simple and practical. If chewing whole nuts feels difficult, switch to safer forms. Finely chopped nuts, ground nuts, or thinly spread nut butter, measured carefully. Eat them seated, not while driving or distracted. And if you take blood thinners or have had swallowing issues, it's wise to mention your nut intake during routine checkups. The takeaway here is powerful. After 60, safety matters just as much as nutrition. Now let's pull all of this together into a system you can actually remember and use. I call it the Nuts' 60 rule. The first step is measure once. Set your portion intentionally. Once a day. One senior-safe serving. No grazing. No repeated handfuls. When the portion is clear, the benefits stay predictable. The second step is choose clean. Look for unsalted or very lightly salted nuts with minimal ingredients. Avoid sweet coatings, trail mixes, and heavily processed nut products. Simple choices protect your heart and blood pressure. The third step is eat smart. Think about timing, texture, and your personal health context. Eat nuts earlier in the day, chew carefully, choose safer forms if needed, and stay consistent, especially if you take medications. Before we close, let's do a quick recap. The 5 nut mistakes after 60 are relying on repeated handfuls, choosing salted nuts daily, falling for trail mix and sweet coatings, overusing nut butters, and ignoring safety and medication context. None of these mistakes mean nuts are bad. They simply mean nuts need to be eaten with intention as the body changes. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which mistake surprised you the most? Was it the portion issue, the salt, or the safety side that no one talks about? Leave a comment below and share your experience. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and consider subscribing. This channel is all about helping you eat the foods you already enjoy, just in ways that truly support your health after 60. And in the next video, we'll uncover another everyday healthy food that quietly causes problems for seniors when it's used the popular way. It's something many people eat every single morning. I'll see you there.